If you're thinking of signing up for Market Chameleon, you need to watch this review first. On the surface, it looks like the ultimate data edge you need to find explosive trades and become much more profitable. But after thoroughly testing it for a couple months, I found some powerful features that can transform your trading, and some questions about its value and price that absolutely need answers before subscribing. But before we get into all of that, let's be perfectly clear about one thing right now. Who is Market Chameleon actually built for? Right after I started using Market Chameleon, one thing immediately became clear to me, and that this tool is not meant for the casual investor who just checks their portfolio once a week and that's it. If that's you, a basic charting website is more than enough. But if you're an active trader, especially in options, and you rely on hard data to find opportunities before everyone else, then Market Chameleon is built for you. They've built their entire service around deep, actionable analytics. You can screen for options flow, analyze historical earning moves, and backtest ideas based on real market data. But don't just take my word for it. When you look at user feedback, the story becomes even clearer. Take this one user, for example. He called Market Chameleon a one-stop shop. He said he doesn't need any other tools because it's loaded with everything an investor could possibly want. His only note was that he just has to learn how to use all the features, which tells you about the depth we're dealing with. Then there's this other user who praised the platform's unbiased nature. He said most other sites are not up to par and heavily influenced, but not Market Chameleon. He specifically thanked them for what they do, saying that retail traders everywhere appreciate Market Chameleon. So this kind of aligns with my own experiences. The data feels raw and unfiltered, which is exactly what you want when making big decisions. You want to have access to all that info, and then you filter it yourself. So if your priority is getting a data edge for active trading rather than, just having pretty charts or just sitting on it for 2 weeks before you do anything, then the specialized deep analytics of Market Chameleon makes it a better pick for that specific job. So now that you know who this tool is built for, let's get into the specific features that make it so valuable. The first thing that hooked me was the unusual options activity screener. So this doesn't just show you high volume of options activity, it'll show you volume that's spiking relative to the 90-day average, which is a much smarter way to find real unusual activity versus, just a busy day. I used this to spot a massive call buying spree in a tech stock like 2 days before it jumped 8%. That's the kind of edge we're talking about. This depth is where Market Chameleon really stands out. So other Market Chameleon competitors might show you the volume, but Market Chameleon gives you the context to understand if it's actually significant. And that power pairs perfectly with their options screener by expiration. So you can filter over 4,000 stocks by key metrics like implied volatility, bid-ask spread, and volume, all for specific expiration dates. So this is a game changer for building spreads or finding the most liquid contracts. When I was researching, I found this user on a forum who said that his first month was stellar and he almost doubled his account size using the credit spread screener, though he hit a rough patch later. But he highlighted the tool's power for finding specific trades as incomparable. But a plan is useless if you don't know what's moving the market and you don't know how to take advantage of it. So that is where the market movers and the S&P 500 large volume burst trades reports come in. So these don't just show you the biggest gainers and losers and that's it. They break down the why, highlighting stocks with huge anomalous trades that are more than, 3 standard deviations from the average. If you've learned about standard deviations in school, let me know. This helps you separate the real institutional movement from just normal noise, right? For the earnings traders out there, the earnings calendar and analysis tools are another killer feature too. It is not just a list of dates. You get historical data on how a stock has moved after past earnings, so that can be really useful for planning your strategy if you see how they move after the earnings comes out and you can see the schedule. I found a user who raved about this in a Market Chameleon review, saying that he recently tried the free trial and really liked it, especially the historical earnings moves and the PEADS data. He also stated that he hasn't been able to find this level of detail anywhere else. So that is huge real-world value. And you can take that a step further with the implied volatility movers report. You can see which stocks are seeing the biggest IV jumps, organized by expiration. A huge IV gainer often means that the market is pricing in a big move, maybe from like pending news, for example. This is like getting an early warning system for potential explosions in a stock's price. Now, one of the biggest reasons I kept coming back to Market Chameleon was the alerts and trade ideas dashboard. This is your central hub. It brings together unusual activities alerts, volatility signals, and actionable trade ideas all in a single place. You can customize it to only show you the type of alerts you care about, but you can customize everything according to what you need. In my deep dive into Market Chameleon, I saw countless traders getting serious value from this tool. Take another user, for example. So he flat out said that Market Chameleon is really helpful in his trading. How helpful? He uses it every single day. So this guy is on his ball. When a tool becomes that essential to your daily routine and you rely on it, you know that it's delivering real value. I also came across this Reddit thread where someone asked if Market Chameleon subscription is worth it for earnings plays. Another longtime subscriber replied that he's actually been a subscriber for many years and that he thinks that it's worth it and that the Market Chameleon program is probably one of his favorite trading services to use. And I think that tells you a whole lot. Like, Market Chameleon is built for the user who sees trading not as a guessing game, but as a data-driven profession, and there's a lot of users and reviewers out there who back that up and talk a lot about it. But of course, no software is perfect, and Market Chameleon is not an exception to that. There is one thing you should be aware of before you sign up. And the main one I found is something that users talk about the most, which is the pricing. Now, I'll be direct. In my experience, whether Market Chameleon is overpriced or good value mostly just comes down to one thing, and that's how you use it. If you're a casual investor and you're not going to use all the tools or most of the tools to their fullest potential, then, yeah, the price is probably too high for what you might get out of it. But if you're an active trader whose profits depend on having a real data edge, then the cost can be justified very quickly. One good trade, one avoided mistake based on the unusual options flow or IV data can really easily cover the subscription fee many times over. It's a tool for your business, not just an entertainment expense. Now, for the most current Market Chameleon pricing plan and to see if there are any active promotion deals going on, just check the link in the description of this video. We try to keep it updated so that you can get the best possible deal. So, what is my final verdict in this Market Chameleon review? Is Market Chameleon worth it? Well, if you are a serious, active trader, especially in options, and you're frustrated with the basic data on free platforms, then Market Chameleon is absolutely worth a long, hard look. Check the link in the description of this video to get started with Market Chameleon and stand a chance to become much more profitable in your trading.